Let's bring in Tennessee Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn. Senator, it's good to have you with us on this Thursday. Bret Baier asked the FBI Director Christopher Wray the other day about where the FBI is in its investigation in the origins of COVID. Here's what he said.
I should add that our work related to this continues, and there are not a whole lot of details I can share that aren't classified.
There are not a lot of details about this investigation that I can share that aren't classified, which is the goal of the Senate, is to bring that out into the light. Why do you believe it's important at this stage for the American people to know everything the FBI does?
Yeah, you know, John, the American people, there are so many that lost friends and family. They lost their lives. Over 1 million Americans. You had tens of millions that were adversely impacted with this loss of life, with loss of livelihood, with children that have experienced emotional trauma and mental health issues because of COVID. Now, there was a common sense consensus early on that if this lab was doing coronavirus research, it was working on gain-of-function research. You had people at the lab who worked there who were highlighting that this was going to be a very bad virus. You have some that lost their lives. Then it made sense. It just made sense that you would go investigate the lab. Well, the Chinese Communist Party got the World Health Organization to participate in a cover-up with them. They even negotiated the language of the COVID report with the WHO and the Chinese Communist Party. And then you had big media and some U.S. officials, such as Dr. Fauci, who said, don't blame the Chinese for this. So the American people want answers. It's why we have said, let's make this information public. It's why we have also said if China doesn't step up on this, we should be imposing sanctions.
All right, so in terms of where China stands on all of this, Director Wray also said this, which I found very interesting. Listen here.
The Chinese government, seems to me, has been doing its best to try to thwart and obfuscate the work here, the work that we're doing, the work that our U.S. government and close foreign partners are doing. And that's unfortunate for everybody.
So it sounds like there's no question in the FBI director's mind that China is actively impeding this investigation. So what should the Biden administration be doing to get China to open the doors?
Well, the Biden administration, unfortunately, has shown that they will not challenge the Chinese Communist Party. That is a disservice to the American people, not only on this issue, but on fentanyl and TikTok and other issues. But, John, they should be very forthright in saying, if you do not come forward with this, sanctions are going to be taking place. And they should be forceful in this, just as Joe Biden should call Xi Jinping and say, you stop shipping this fentanyl into our country or there will be sanctions. Challenge them. Last year, we had a $1 trillion trade deficit with China. $1 trillion. They had the best year they have ever had. Let them know you're going to cut that out, that is no longer going to take place. Get active with reshoring these jobs. Pick up our defense with Taiwan and helping Taiwan to prepare. Help these other island nations to prepare and push back on China's bullying.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, Senator, who believe that for national security purposes, continuing to have the bulk of our supply chain coming out of China is just insanity. Senator Blackburn, we look forward to having you on the next time. We got lots more to talk about, clearly. Thank you for joining us today. Appreciate it, Jackie.